Hey guys, let's continue with this playthrough of Resident Evil Remake. Oh look, she's taking a little thoughtful. Is Barry a fucking asshole? Cause he seems like maybe he's an asshole, but he's kind of nice. I don't know. He fixes things, and that's nice. But he's got this certain assholeness about him, don't you, Barry? Okay. Oh. All right. Where are you, Lisa? I don't really want to run into you. There you are. I feel like I should let you get kind of sort of close. I don't think you have any kind of crazy running attack, right? Oh man, you can really get a good look at her here. Oh my gosh, should I get one of those? Let's just grab one. Oh, then let's move it. And I think we'll just go through here first. Bunch of stuff. Come on, Jill, investigate the stuff. Anything over here? Handgun bullets. Another battery pack. Come on, pick up these useless as fuck bullets. Oh man. I wonder if how much more challenging it would be to just play the game using only the handgun. Like I know you can do like knife only runs and stuff like that. I just feel like that's way too much of a pain in the ass to do. But I mean, I totally admire like the people who do it, and you know, like I watch knife only runs and stuff like that on YouTube, but like for me, I don't know, it just seems kind of like a pain in the ass. It's just one of those kinds of things where I don't really get fun out of that. Well, what the fuck's wrong with it? There. How would you even be able to tell whether or not? Well, I guess it's not the machine telling me that it has to be. Maybe it just says on there somewhere like shit must be placed properly, and then Jill took a little glance at the half-assed job I did. Like, no, we better just push it all the way in. Well, fucking start it up. Yes. What the fuck, man? Okay. So we do gotta go get the broken flamethrower. I don't know why I was so fucking out of it last time. Uh, where are you, babe? Hey, Barry.
Barry!
Fucking Barry. See, that's the shit I'm talking about. Everyone's just like, oh, sweet old lovable Barry. Guy was a fucking dick. I know maybe he's redeemed himself later on. I guess he sort of picks you up in in Resident Evil 3. Although I don't know why that game tried to allude to like maybe like I don't know, like a helicopter just shows up and then you get rescued. He's like, "Are you ready to finish this?" Well, I'm pretty sure that's what he says. Something goofy like that. And I think Jill's like, yeah, like your friend Barry? Like your fucking colleague for oh so many years? I don't know why Capcom did it that way. Okay. Now I know that technically in the game it's perfectly safe, and I know I mentioned this in my playthrough as Chris, but the idea of jumping into this little fucking trash compactor, that does not sit well with me. I mean, I guess that's just how it is in life. You work with big machines, and sometimes you're gonna have to jump in there. But it does have that kind of, I don't know, threat of danger, you know? Like that one episode of The Simpsons where Homer tells Bart to, like, get something that's stuck in the lawnmower blade. Like, he's like, you got little hands, and he just tells Bart to stick his hand in there. Yeah. Sort of feels like that. Let's actually go ahead and examine this. The muzzle is broken. It can't be fired. But could we use the flame liquid? I've never seen a flamethrower in real life that had any sort of A-B like compound, which would be that those two things mix, which is usually how that works. If you like with sculpting, I don't know if I've said this at any point in time, but I really fucking like Marvel Legends. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we know that by now. So, but a good thing to do is maybe sculpt your own shit, because sometimes there's like I like to make custom figures, and when you're making customs, you need other characters' body parts, and this can be kind of a bitch in the Marvel Legends world, especially because older Legends get kind of expensive, and some are like ridiculously expensive, you know, where it's like $100, $200, some old fucking Walmart exclusive line or some shit like that. But some are just kind of like maybe in the $40 to $60 range, and that's kind of a lot of money to spend. You know, every time that you need that other character's legs or arms, you know, or whatever, or accessories or head, you know, for doing customs. So making molds is a cheaper way. The plastic, it's not as good as like, you know, straight up plastic that you get from an actual action figure. So it's a bit more brittle, but it works well enough. Usually, I mean, if you're doing this, you're kind of an adult, more or less, which means you're not going to be playing with these action figures. So it's okay. It's not like they're going to break. You know, this is just for like display and, you know, posing purposes. And so the chemicals and stuff that you buy to make this plastic, because it's like in two liquid forms, and then you will pour it into a cup, and then once you mix like compound A and compound B together, then they will start to solidify into a plastic. And I'm pretty sure they last. I don't think they ever kind of come apart, but it could be a thing where the plastic might become brittle over time, but I don't know how much time would have to pass, and I don't know if it would be affected by stuff like if you keep it like in a cold area. I think she's coming from this way. My headphones sound like she's coming from that way. Let's do the test. Yeah, she's coming from that way. like I want to do that, but I also really want to get that health. I guess maybe I could have chanced it. Oh, it's just taking a moment to think about it there. Oh, let's go. Come on, girl. Ooh, ooh. Maybe look, she was afraid she was gonna lose me there for a second. She almost seems like she's my buddy. There's some kind of lever here. Pull it. Okay. Then let's go. Actually, that's just, I keep going, right? Yeah. Place the thing. Okie dokie. That wasn't so bad. Yeah, so I don't know if like if you live somewhere cold, the plastic would get more brittle. That seems to me like that's probably what would happen. But I've yet to see it actually happen. The fire has died out, but it shows signs of use. When I was in 5th grade, we had this kind of wacky science teacher. She looked like she looked like some sort of mad scientist and shit. And she came in, and then she had like a pitcher, like a big old lemonade pitcher, and she put in some clear chemical and then like another clear chemical, like just to show us. Then she started mixing it up really, really, really fast, and it became some kind of weird gel. And she took the gel in her hands and she rolled it around, and like to make a little ball. And then she dropped it on the floor as like one of those little super balls or whatever, And then she made more, and she just would like squirt in like some, well, I guess it was paint. It looked like food coloring to me, but I guess it could have just been some sort of pigment. And swirled it up and like just made like those little goofy rubber balls and stuff like that. And so she kind of made one, not for everyone, just for a few lucky children that got some. I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 kids got some, because I was the kind of kid that sat in the back of the class. I didn't get one, but it only lasted for like a minute before the whole thing started to like break apart, and it just kind of crumbled and it lost its rubberness. But at the time I thought like, wow, that's so fucking cool, man. Like science. She took 2 liquids, and then the liquids became a solid, and not any kind of solid, but like a rubbery, bouncy solid, and then it just broke apart. I don't know. I remember it just kind of fucking blowing my mind as a kid. The desk is cluttered with old beat up dolls and used candles. It really seems like Lisa's got her fucking run of the place. I wonder if that was always true, if she was always just wandering around, because this seems like she's been at this for a while. Or it wasn't until recently. I mean, these candles had to have been lit fairly recently. I doubt it's like, yeah, she must have lit that in like 1969. But, you know what I mean. A huge collection of various kinds of dolls. They're all faded and worn. Kind of crazy altar. Oh no, no, yo, fucking go, fucking snakes. Get the fuck up there, man. Oh my god. Going backwards. I wonder, can you take a shot at those snakes? Oh, yes you can. Wow, and it lived. I think it lived. That's one tough as fuck snake. Oh, it floated to the top. That's neat. Oh no, maybe it only takes one shot, and I shot. No. That one sank. Interesting. I've never ever bothered to shoot those guys before. Okay then. Well, I guess it's safe to get back in here. Can you examine the dead snake corpse? No. Oh, I made it sink. Well, that's interesting. Oh shit, more! Now, are those two new ones, or did they just send those after me? Because I shot the last ones. A bunch of photographs featuring a young girl, depicting various scenes from her upbringing. Like, why would you have all that? This isn't your house. Like, why would you have... Well, don't aim at the snakes. Like, why would you have all these photos if you're a guest at the Spencer mansion? That means Spencer would have had to have all these photos of this kid growing up. I don't know. Does Spencer have a Lolita complex? But yeah, like, so did the scientists, they fuck up, they all turn into zombies, and during that point in time, all hell breaks loose. So Lisa manages to break free of wherever the fuck she was kept. And then she starts, like, doing this stuff, building a little room. This bed is still warm. So this is where she sleeps. And she's got books and shit. I mean, she decorated this. I don't know why she would have a mirror. It just checks her weirdo fucking face upon a face. Or was she just roaming around this whole time? And it was just like a thing that they knew about. Where the scientists are like, hey, have you heard the story of the creepy, like, ghost girl? They say she wanders around the caves and blah. Like, oh no. You know, like, was it that kind of thing? She was almost kind of like an urban legend, and just no one knew this shit. She was down here, or did she start doing all this when she had a little bit more of her mind still intact? Because, well, oh god damn it, she's gonna keep aiming at that. I'm trying to point down here. It looks like she's got herself some fucking slippers, and then she also has this curtain. So she decorated this little fucking sewer hole rather well. For a monster. That makes me think that the smart monsters, like Nemesis, he probably dressed himself. So he probably watched a lot of crazy, like, latex, leather-clad, like S&M videos, and that really got to him. Well, you take the jewelry box. Stealing jewelry from a little girl. You got the stone ring, a family picture, and notes. There's something written on the back. November 10th, 1967. Progenitor virus administered. Jessica, administered virus type A. Plasmolysing of tissue during cell activation. Virus fusion, negative. Action, disposed. I feel like that was a mistake for them to do that. I don't mean like, yeah, like, you shouldn't experiment on fucking young women, but if they had this virus and they administer it to Jessica and nothing happens, that means she's immune. That means she could have been their key to, like, some sort of cure, so that if it was just like, hey guys, virus broke out, we're all kind of sick, and it's just like, what should we do? It's just like, I don't know, nothing, I guess. So you have guys going into the infirmary with pieces of flesh rotting off, losing their mental faculties and so on, just becoming like bugs, and you got these doctors that are like, well, let's just put a big old band-aid on it as some sort of placebo and just send them on their way. They're going to turn into a monster, but, you know, whatever. I'm sure someone else will take care of it. Like, yeah, the keeper. What do? They lock them in a fucking closet. Not even like a sturdy fucking closet either. Just one of those sliding or whatever shitty door closets. They just throw them in there. That's how they decided to deal with containing that fucking zombie. When they could have maybe had used Jessica's blood as a way to develop some kind of cure. Instead, everyone's running around, rubbing ferns and shit all over their body. Lisa administered virus type B, plasmalizing of tissue during cell activation. Virus fusion, positive, but delayed fusion. I feel like there's just a lot to learn here. I mean, what would be the differences between type A virus and type B? What's the one little thing? I don't know. I feel like these scientists were really dumb. Body modification. Observed constant results. Status, continue protective observation. George, action terminated November 30th, 1967. There's a journal left by someone. Really? Like a separate thing? Not like a journal written on the back of this photo? How big is this fucking photo? November 14th, 1967. I feel dizzy after that shot they gave me. I don't see Mom. Where did they take her? She promised that we would escape together. Did she escape alone and leave me behind? November 15th, 1967. I found Mom. We ate together. I was very happy. But she was a fake. Not my real mom. Same face, but different inside. Have to find Mom. Have to give face back to Mother. I got Mom's face back. Nobody can have my mom except me. I attach her face to me so she doesn't go away. 'Cause Mom's sad when I meet her without her face. November 17th, 19... I don't know why it's blocked out. I would assume still 1967. Unless it's like 1977. 10 years she's been fucking wandering around. No one did anything about her. From inside box. Scent of mommy. Maybe true mother there. Stone box hard. It hurt. Steel rope in the way. Can't see mother because 4 stones. So another little interesting thing here. This really seems like she had dinner with her mom, and her mom was just out of it, maybe like all catatonic. Or who knows, maybe they just sat a corpse in a chair and just like, yeah, that'll fool this kid. She's already fucking nuts. And, which would be kind of weird, kind of gross. There's only one fucking dining room. So where the fuck is Spencer eating? I guess he's just eating in his room? Which one of these fucking rooms in the mansion was his room? Because none of those really seemed like a bedroom. Like the one bedroom we found where the footsteps were leading underneath it, that seems like maybe too small a room for someone like Spencer. So I assume that they had this meal in that dining table, you know, in the dining room that you first enter on the first floor. So that had to have been there. Maybe they sat a corpse there and she just ripped the corpse face off, or it was her mom. She was in a catatonic state or something like that. She kills her mom and cuts her face off. So you just killed your own mom unknowingly. But then when you get here, she can smell her mom, I guess. I don't know how that'd be possible, but so maybe the person they put here that she took the face was I don't know, just some other woman. Like they just took some scientist, like just pretend to be her mom just to calm her down and just like pretend to have dinner with her. And then that poor scientist was basically killed and they took her face. Well, whatever happened. Certainly gruesome. Well, that's for sure. Oh, yay. Will you take the blue herb? Yes. Combine that there. A couple of weathered old barrels containing what looks like water. Silly little loading screen. And wouldn't you know it, we're back. Back at the cabin here. Right, well, guess I'll put some of this stuff away, then we'll get that. I guess we're gonna go fight. Guess we're gonna go ahead and fight Lisa on the next go around. So, till next time. Tried to finish that intro before sneezing, or outro, or whatever, dude. Fucking zero fucking professionalism on this channel.